Happy homecoming, happy senior nights, happy final game of the season, everybody. Jeff Davenport and John Berger are here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field in beautiful Sierra Vista this fine Saturday night at about 6:17 as we prepare for kickoff of the final home game and final game of the year for the ALA Guardians as they face off against the 7-0 James Madison Prep. Goodness gracious, what a season it has been for this team. With all of the challenges that have been set before them, they still stand in this game at 3 wins and 3 losses over the course of their season. A fantastic effort for a team that in their first year of existence in the Canyon Athletic Association Division I, not even having a home field, having to travel to their own practice field over on Harbin's Field all the way out from the ALA school in South Sierra Vista. It's insane how many obstacles they've had. Their away games, their road games have always been in places far away in the valley. Last game that they had was in Yuma versus Harvest Prep, and that game would have decided whether ALA would go to the playoffs. Unfortunately, they came up short in that game. So this game is all about pride. There's nothing on the line other than finishing your season strong as you can, and showing a lot of pride on this field for your play. Leave some love in the live chat for our ALA Guardians as they are wearing their dark blue and red, dark blue shirts, red numbers, red pants. And James Madison Prep in their white jerseys, blue helmets, blue pants, blue numbers. Kicking from our left to our right. The whistle blows. 61 degrees, that time of kickoff. It's clobbering time. Short kick bounces at the 26-yard line. Picked up by Deontay.
Wow, big hit.
Yeah, Deontay got taken down quick, but got up to the 30-yard line. Wait, are they saying it was a...
Looks like it might be a turnover.
A fumble? On the play, and literally on the very first play of the game, a player for American Leadership Academy is down on the field, laying flat on his stomach. We'll turn away for a second as the other team is... Oh, okay. Thank you. As the other team is on a knee. It looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him is what it looks like.
Yeah, he's up.
He is up under his own power. You'll hear the crowd roar for Deontay, number 14.
So I think...
It was a turnover.
Yeah.
It was a turnover on the kickoff. So it will be... The ball will immediately be in the hands of James Madison. They gave the signal. So 8-man football is what you're watching here tonight on Cool FM Live. The quarterback in a shotgun takes it, runs up the left-hand side, scoots out to the left side, finds plenty of room, cuts all the way back across, and in one play gets in to the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow.
A crucial turnover on the kickoff leads to a 30-yard scramble by the quarterback of James Madison. It is 6-0 James Madison on the very first play of this game. As the national anthem for some reason is playing.
Hey.
See, these are bugs that they'll have worked out when they have their own field. You know, they won't have to deal with all the stuff here. As the music continues to play, they go for 2. They're trying to do a tush push to get him in, and he is short. So there is a positive thing there for ALA, knowing that they were able to stop the 2-point conversion. But one play, 6-0 James Madison. This game brought to you by our fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much to Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford, and they have physical therapy clinics in those locations as well. Thank you so much for Copper Queen Community Hospital for being a part of our Cool FM sports sponsor family, along with SSVEC. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community.
The score is 6-0, James Madison.
And thank you to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, proud to sponsor our local youth coverage. Stop by Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday Kids Meals, $2.49 with no limit as we have a kickoff coming to American Leadership Academy again after one play. 6-0, James Madison.
Kicking for James Madison, Tito Sinroll.
That's going to be a short kick, a little pooch kick that goes right over the heads. Good job by ALA just to cover it up. Fantastic job. They will have the ball just inside their own 40-yard line to start their opening drive. So a quick 6-0 score here, and it's time for us to see the ALA offense. TJ Lee, number 1, has been a great quarterback this year. And, of course, Deontay, number 14, the 2 leaders on this team, racking up a lot of numbers. Looks like TJ under center in the I formation, and either the ball did not get snapped or the guards jumped a little soon. So they'll back it up. It'll be 1st and 15. Ball at the 34-yard line now.
Let's hear for our little Guardians and our varsity cheer.
They've got a ton of cheerleaders out on the field now, keeping this crowd lively after a quick score by James Madison. 1st and 15 now for ALA. Now they change up the plans. Looks like trips to the right. TJ in the backfield, flanked by a running back. Coming in motion, nice block on that side. TJ takes the ball and gets a good chunk of it back. Gets about 7 yards on that play. So it will be 2nd down and 7. I say 7.
We can yell at him.
I think it's, yeah. Now, so we went from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 8. Let us do the calling, sir. It's okay. No, it's fine. No, they do a great job here.
Yeah.
We love ALA. John and I actually had the privilege of going there and actually getting a tour and seeing what it was like earlier this season.
What a great
from
school.
the athletic director, Jeff Baker. Quarterback under center, 2 backs in the I formation. Give it to the tailback, who gets wrangled down with aggression. My goodness,
Yeah.
Spin and drop. So it will be 3rd down
The
and about
stands are
7. I'm sorry, John.
No, I'm sorry. The stands are packed, and it's cold. This is the most amazing thing: is people come out in Arizona, warm weather area, to a cold weather game, and it's packed out here. Everybody's keeping each other
Well,
warm.
it's the final game of the season for this wonderful school that is really getting off the ground this year. TJ in the shotgun. No one else in the backfield. Looks, tosses, overthrown, and intercepted. The 2nd turnover of the game. How far back will they take it? That's number 1. And he gets pushed out by ALA number 1. And they will have great field position on the turnover. This could be a tough day at the office. Again, when you're playing a team that is literally 7-0, this James Madison team here in the Canyon Athletic Association. We know that last year in the CAA Division I, we know the team that ran the table.
Oh my gosh, what a great team last year.
And now they're in Division III doing good things. We'll be calling one of their games coming up here
I
in
love
just
it.
a few days in the coming week. But in the meantime, ALA's defense is going to have to pick up the slack tonight. It's already down 6-0, and now 1st and 10. Looks like the quarterback was on like a quarterback draw.
Yeah.
He was waiting for the blocks to unfold, was very patient as he waited, and he got a good 6 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 4 with the 1st down marker just outside the 10-yard line, it appears. Another handoff to the tailback this time. Good tackle. Deontay coming up and making that big play, the big hit on that play. Keep leaving some love in the live chat for your American Leadership Academy Guardians. This is their final home game of the year. They have worked hard all year, all of the struggles, all the adversity that they've faced, finishing, well, being 500 in this game. We need them to put up a good effort, a good fight tonight. The breeze picks up slightly as it is 3rd down and 3. Quarterback drops back looking,
Whoa.
rifles it right to his receiver on about a 5-yard out route. Looked like a tight end route just going out, and that will move the chains, except the chains will drop because it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And you hear the cheerleaders here, the varsity cheer, and then the elementary school and middle school cheer.
I love it.
It's so great to see. It just adds the excitement. It probably adds some people here in the stands who want to see their kids do some cheering. James Madison, quarterback, fakes the handoff, takes it around the edge.
Oh.
Easy run into the end zone. It is another touchdown, the 2nd touchdown for James Madison. We are here in the 1st quarter, probably a few minutes in. There is no scoreboard here that gives the official countdown of where the clock is, but we do know it is now 12-0 as they line up for the 2-point conversion. Twins to the left. Got 2 routes coming through, and that was a beautiful pass. The quarterback's running off like he just knew right away, right after he tossed it, it would be caught. And the 2-point conversion is good, which makes it James Madison 14, ALA 0.
It is 14-0, James Madison.
Thank you again to our awesome sponsors that help make this coverage possible. Big Mike over at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated for your commercial needs, for your residential needs. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed by Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management. Thank you to the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors looking to buy or sell your home or land. Contact the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty. Thank you also to Grasshopper Landscaping. Boy, if you want your landscaping looking as green as the grass on this field, it is artificial. They do artificial. They've done it in my backyard. They can do it in your backyard and have green grass all year round in your front and backyard. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping today. Here comes the kickoff. It is a full kickoff going straight to Deontay, who catches it at the 25, makes one cut, tries to get up, and ALA will have fantastic field position. Great job for Deontay to make sure he held on to that ball. You can see him holding it up high to his chest. High and tight. Takes the ball out to the 39-yard line, and that is almost where they started last time as they got backed up on a false start and then had the interception on the 3rd and short. So we'll see if the ALA offense can put together a good, sustained drive. This is a team that is very inexperienced. It's a very young team. As far as I know, there's only a couple, literally less than a handful of seniors on this team. They are a building program. They're a program in progress that still has a 500 season as we speak. It's unbelievable. And all 3 of their wins have come at home. Will they be able to do that tonight? They're down by 14, and that player gets taken down. Davis taken down very quick. But for a flag on the play, will it be a horse collar or a face mask? It looked like there could have been something against the defense. Is personal foul. Yep, it was horse collar. It looked like that's how it came down. So they will be adding another 10 yards, if not more. And they will have the ball. They should have the ball inside James Madison territory for the first time tonight. Here in this 1st quarter, the whistle blows, the clock starts, and that pushes them all the way up to the James Madison 45-yard line. So the ALA offense, TJ in the shotgun, twins right, solo receiver to the left. Looking down the middle, fires right into the arms of a linebacker. Who will take it? Will he go all the way? The 10, the 5, diving. He makes it into the end zone for a touchdown. But amazing effort by number 8, Jaden Davis, not giving up. But a pick 6 given up by the ALA offense. We're in the 1st quarter, and it is 20-0. James Madison. An unbelievable pick 6 by the middle linebacker. I'm not even sure where he came from to make that play, but he read it like a book and took it all the way to the house. As they line up for the 2-point conversion, there's going to be a false start.
Flag on the play.
The referee from the far side coming to the head official. Man, I don't even know what to say, John.
I know, busy. It's a busy game, busy day.
Well, busy game for James Madison making that long drive.
Red ball, false start on the offense. That brings them back 5 yards for the 2-point conversion.
Which I already said. I already said it was a false start. Thank you for confirming me. Yeah, he is. He's listening right now. He's listening to the feed. He's making sure. He's got an earpiece in.
You're the backup.
Say, John is the best. John is the coolest. Let's see if he says that. Or you can just type it in the live chat if you're watching on live. I mean, that's fine too.
Yes, Gerald, my name is John.
John Berger.
Yep.
The one and only.
The one that holds the camera.
It looks like they're going to call a timeout. Interesting.
Wow,
so James Madison, on an extra point, a 2-point conversion, that the ball is spotted about the 9-yard line.
I do believe that first half timeouts are pretty easy to spend. I never would spend a second half timeout, but first half,
Well, you spend the second half timeouts if it's a close game and you can stop the offense in order to get the ball back and then try to tie or go ahead. I mean, there is logic to the second half timeouts when it's a close game. Right now, it's 20-0. James Madison's looking at either the extra point. They're discussing either the extra point or the 2-point conversion with the ball spotted just inside. I'd say it's got to be the 8-yard line maybe instead of the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
But the cheer team out here in force, doing a great job keeping the crowd pumped up.
All the possibilities that ALA could end up with going into another division, so cool.
Well, this is something we could talk about because ALA, this is their first year as a football program, 8-man football program. And they're looking to literally planning, as we learned when we were there at the American Leadership Academy off of Buffalo Soldier Trail and Highway 92. It was told to us that they are not looking to go from the CAA, Canyon Athletic Association, to AIA Division 1A. They're actually, which would be the St. David's, the Mogollons.
Okay.
There's a lot of the 1A 8-man teams. They're actually looking to jump up to AIA San Pedro 2A, which would go against Tombstone, Benson, Bisbee, Wilcox, and ALA. Could you imagine having all those teams in the same conversation? And ALA, I'm sure the parents would love, saving on the gas money, just driving around Cochise County. I mean, there are some teams that are outside in Pima County and Graham County,
even
in the north of Wilcox. But still, that's still a closer drive than it would be to the far side of Phoenix, to the western Arizona, into Yuma. Looks like they will be going for the 2-point conversion. The quarterback waits for the hole to develop and keeps going. Keeps his feet going. No one was there to make the stop. The 2-point conversion is good, and it is double deuce, 22-0, James Madison. So looking at a new program that is building from the ground up, getting 3 wins. Obviously this game, we were hoping it would be closer, but we were literally in the first quarter. It is 22-0, James Madison. But this is a 7-0, very seasoned team that have a handful of superstars on this James Madison team, and you've seen them.
Number 1 has scored a couple touchdowns already.
And then you got a pick 6 by a linebacker who just found the right hole and the green grass in front of him and took it to the house. So 3 scores for ALA here. Against ALA for James Madison here in the first quarter. But having ALA, should the paperwork be filed to be able to move up to that division, the AIA 2A San Pedro, how exciting would that be for this town?
I've been telling other people that, like, I played in at a school where we played against a bunch of different teams locally, and it was so much fun growing up and playing against them year after year through freshman, JV. Well, I mean, I played against these guys since I was in 4th grade, honestly. So if they can build a program where these kids are playing against each other in junior high and middle school and elementary school, and then they build themselves up to be seniors in high school, and you take kids from different schools and you mix and match, I love it.
This is the program that John Krause is looking to build. You and I had the interview. Well, I had the interview with him that you filmed, and talking to this literal Division I NCAA corn-fed colossus of a coach, and talking to him, he is a massive beast. and just a very solid football mind. ALA, another offensive opportunity for them. Good block in the backfield.
There he goes.
TJ takes off. And he stays on the sideline, keeps the feet going. He is in the end zone. One big play. 59-yard scramble for TJ Lee puts ALA on the board. Don't count them out just yet. That touchdown brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. What a scramble by TJ, and then to keep his legs driving up the sideline, walking the tightrope up the near sideline, takes it 59 yards to the house as ALA will line up for the 2-point conversion, bringing a little bit of life back in this crowd tonight. Getting good blocks on the inside, and then again, you make one man miss, you got green grass in 8-man football. So TJ, man in motion, stops and then starts. The handoff goes nowhere.
Oh, he ran into his own man. He ran into the pulling guard.
Yeah, Jaden Davis had no chance there, unfortunately, on that play. So it is 22-6. ALA is on the board. Leave them some love in the live chat for that amazing play. Thank you so much to our sponsors, amazing sponsors to make this coverage possible. Our good friends at Ginger's Title Services in Sierra Vista at 999 East Fry Boulevard. If you're looking for your vehicle license, title license, registration, written road testing, and so much more, look for the pink door at 999 East Fry Boulevard, and you will find Jennifer and the entire staff at Ginger's Title Services. We love Jennifer. We love the staff there. We're so grateful that they are a part of our sports coverage. Thank you also to our good friends at the Sierra Vista Medical Group, the doctors, nurses, and caregivers dedicated to getting you back to the community you love. Check them out online at svmedicalgroup.org. And thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving our area for 61 years, since 1963.
Number 14 is the do-it-all player. I'm telling you, kicker, returner.
Yeah, Deontay, he's a multi-tool athlete without a doubt. And we'll watch him do the kickoff here as ALA just scored on the board with 6 points, missed the 2-point conversion. And he is off to the races.
Oh my gosh.
And getting tackled from behind. Great job. Oof. Great pursuit by John Krause to be able to bring him down from behind. But an amazing, patient run by number 1, the quarterback for James Madison. It was almost as if he was running a quarterback draw, waiting for the blocks to develop. And he did. Oh, wow. So there must have been an illegal block. I didn't even see the laundry on the far side of the field. We'll see what this ref calls it. A hold against James Madison. So their amazing position on this field negated by the penalty.
They have 68 yards to go now.
It is at the 32-yard line, which is where the ball is spotted. Center of the field, in between the hashes.
And it is cooling off quick.
Well, the breeze is adding to it. You might, I don't know if you can hear the wind coming across. It is cooling down here. It was 61 degrees at kickoff and dropping. We know it's going to get chilly tonight. So we're bundled up here atop Keith Hampton Memorial Field bleachers in Sierra Vista, Arizona. You see the Martin Luther King Memorial Parkway in the background. Quarterback for James Madison slips through. How did he slip through that? And finally gets taken down, driven down, a flag being thrown.
What would that flag be on, though? Oh, face mask.
Or was it a face mask against ALA?
Can you believe how many people are in the stands right now, though?
No, it's awesome. It's so great to see the love from this community for the American Leadership Academy. This was a school that was definitely needed, and we love all of our charter schools here in the Sierra Vista and Cochise County area. We're grateful for all of them, but there's just a certain buzz. There's a certain
energy, man.
There is. It's a almost definable energy. It's not undefinable. It's definable. And it is because of these kids out here on this field tonight.
Whoa,
and the
big throw.
Just overthrown.
Golly.
If he would have put a little more air on it,
yeah,
I guess it might not have mattered. We'll see what the flag is. As the head official walking at the 48-yard line of James Madison, looking to make the call.
Basketball starting up. Cochise College is getting ready. We had one game last night. I believe that was a preseason game.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. That's probably my favorite thing to do, is basketball with you.
Well,
I mean,
we had a blast.
Yeah, and last year, those girls were so incredible.
That was a special run that Misty Opat and the Cochise College women's team took us on. What a ride, winning the NJCAA. Winning their region champion, going into hostile territory, and defeating Eastern Arizona College, which is always a formidable opponent, and they really took it to them that night. It was so much fun to be a part of that season, watching them grow, watching them adjust to the injuries on the team, and then really melding together for something super special. And we're hoping that Misty can do that for the ladies, and that Jerry Carrillo, the men's coach, will be able to do that for the guys,
were
this
good
year
too. Like, they were one win away from going to the championship.
Ineligible receiver downfield against James Madison.
That took a while to figure out.
Yeah, you almost think if someone took a timeout there, but
yeah.
In the meantime, the breeze picks up, and hopefully the people in the stands, they are bundled up tonight, but I'm not sure how well the breeze is cutting through. It seems like it's coming from behind, and since we're at the top of the bleachers, we're getting it a little bit stronger, hopefully, than they are.
A lot of blankets out here tonight.
It's a great night for it. Great night for football. James Madison up 22-6 here in the first quarter. Quarterback drops back, looking to his right. Will he tuck it? Will he change his field? He will tuck it and run, trying to get up the field.
Oh, he broke it again.
Coming down.
Oh my God!
Now he cuts back across this way. One more cutback. It's like a video game, and he will take it to the house, into the end zone.
He
is listening. That guy is listening to me. Mikey, go tell that guy to stop listening and stealing my thunder. The cutback 4 times, starting to his right, cutting to his left, spinning back to his right, and then cutting to his left, and going straight for that front pylon.
Broken tackle, broken tackle, broken tackle. It was like watching Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl.
28-6, James Madison. That quarterback does not go down.
No, he might as well be a running back with the way he runs.
As they line up for the 2-point conversion.
Handoff up the middle.
And that goes nowhere. Nice stop. So it stays 28-6 in the first quarter. Again, when you muff the opening kickoff and then one play later you're down 6-0.
Yeah.
It's a tough start, a tough way to start, and you know you're in for a tough night when James Madison coming in here at 7-0. This is a very seasoned, very good team that will most likely be the CAA Division I champs. You are looking live at them here on your screen. As, again, they're playing against a brand new team to the CAA, our ALA Guardians tonight. It's going to be a tough day at the office, but they need your love in the live chat just as much as anyone here in these stands, just as much as the dozens of cheerleaders out here tonight. They need it if you're able to give it. As the kickoff will see if Deontay can make something out of this kickoff. He was able to snag it the last few times and get some good returns.
He had a kick return for a touchdown, I think, from the last game we watched.
I believe so, last time we were here. catching it right out of the air. Deontay with his big long legs trying to slip through. Keeps them driving, gets up past the 40-yard line. So they will start about the 42-yard line is where the ALA offense will start. Last time they had the ball right here. TJ Lee, the quarterback, scrambled for 59 yards for a touchdown. Can they do that again? Can he do that again? Will this team be able to do that again? It is senior night here for the ALA Guardians. Thank you so much for joining us on Cool FM Live. Jeff Davenport and John Berger hanging out here this evening. Running back behind him, receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff to the receiver, gets it to the tailback.
Jaden Davis on the carry, about a yard.
Now, what year is Deontay? Is he a sophomore?
Is Deontay sophomore? Okay.
Wow,
Thanks,
big
Mike.
sophomore.
Yeah, big kid and a big future for him as well for this team. He will be an impact player for years, literally, to come. A very minimal gain, about a yard. We'll give him a yard and say it's 2nd and 9. The ball spotted at the Guardians' 43.5-yard line. Got a great view up here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Free admission. TJ under center. Hands off to the tailback again, blasting through the offensive line. Nowhere to go.
Score is 28-6.
That's what we're looking at here in the first quarter. This game did get started a little bit later than expected. It was a 6:17 start time. It was initially scheduled to start at the top of the hour, but there might have been some sort of delay when it comes to the team getting here. James Madison coming down, maybe some traffic issues, possibly, or just they wanted everybody to just make sure the time was okay. It looks like there's... Oh, that's the end of the quarter. We have reached the end of the first quarter, and it is 28-6. James Madison over our ALA Guardians. Thank you so much to all the sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description.
This is ridiculous. I honestly don't know how. Like, it plays that way,
Yeah,
but
well, as long as it's playing, that's what matters. John's doing a little technical check here for us to make sure that everything is still going smoothly on the feed. But glad you're joining us. Where have your travels taken you this fine Saturday? Goodness gracious, mine had taken me to Tombstone and then back into Sierra Vista as the Sheriff's Charity Ride was going on this morning. You might have seen some of the coverage of it.
That was cool.
So many people watching, so many people a part of the Sheriff's Charity Ride. I'd say hundreds, plural, of vehicles, motorcycles, ATVs, Jeeps, side-by-sides. There was everything out there, and it was a heck of a lot of fun as $50,000. $10,000 checks to 5 different nonprofits was given away today.
Wow.
We ended up covering that as well. You can see that post. It'll tell you what's going on in the post just below the video. So the first one was being there for the opening ceremonies. The second video I did today was from inside the vehicle as we drove down Fry Boulevard, and as I saw John Berger, I was like, oh my gosh, John's here.
I'm late.
No, it's okay, man. Where are you going, John? What's going on? But either way, it was a lot of fun, and then we ended up going to Tombstone. So that way, I went with one of the Sheriff's Assist Team commanders who was checking in with one of the commander checkpoints there, off of like maybe 4th and Tough Nut. Just off Allen Street, and got to hang out with some of the other Sheriff's Assist Team members today. It was a good time. So, unfortunately, it is 4th down and long for ALA.
That brings up a 4th and 12.
They need to get to the James Madison 47-yard line to get a first down. When you're down 28-6, it looks like they will. No, are they going to kick? It looks like Deontay is set to kick. We'll get him in frame. A low snap, but the kick is away. Bounces, rolls, gets a good ALA roll, picked up at the 25-yard line.
Jeez. I saw a flag.
Flag came down. It's probably like some sort of illegal block.
Jeez.
There's two flags on the play as it is zigzagging around the field, but it's all going to be for naught as it comes back. But there were ALA players flying across this field, getting blocked in the back. One of them was John Kraus, number 52. He is not a small student athlete. He is a corn-fed colossus, much like his daddy. And if you see him getting thrown around, there's got to be some sort of penalty on the play, because he does not get moved. He is the immovable object. But we got to figure out these flags here. 2 different flags at 2 different parts of the field. But we know it's coming back. We just don't know how far. Looks like that first flag was thrown right around the 42-yard line. So that might be where it's marked. And then they'll mark it back from there.
So what's the fun stuff to do in Sierra Vista tonight? I wanted to go to the Arts and Crafts Festival, but I was changing the brakes on my car, so I missed that one. Did you get to any of the cool stuff that happened?
No, I was with the sheriff, and then I went home and had to get changed, and then went back to the sheriff's event to wrap it up. And then I went to go. A friend of mine had a birthday party that was supposed to be at the bowling alley on Post. It ended up getting moved, and I went to the bowling alley on Post. I couldn't find him. I texted him. I'm like, dude, where are you? There's nobody here.
Dude.
And he said, oh, we moved it to Chili's. And so I went to Chili's and dropped off a card just to see him. So, what do you do? It's all right. So after the big penalty, marking it back, they get a good run of about 8 yards on the carry, does the quarterback on another quarterback draw right up the middle, just finding the small seams to be able to slip through. We are in the second quarter. It is 28-6. James Madison over the American Leadership Academy Guardians, our ALA Guardians on defense right now. Moving around that front defensive line, seeing if they can get a different line of attack on this quarterback. He has been, it's not that he's been untouched. That's not the issue. I mean,
look how patient
he's touched
he is.
every time. He does get the first down, gets it up to the 45-yard line.
He reminds me of slow Barry Sanders. He's very patient and very lateral, but he's not super.
How dare you call Barry Sanders slow? He is a very smart man. He's a Oh, you meant speed-wise. Okay, all right.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so
one of the greatest of all time. You're comparing one of the greatest of all time to the quarterback from James Madison Preparatory Academy.
I'm seeing a lot of agility and acceleration.
Well, the cutbacks were that was a Barry Sanders-esque play, without a doubt, John. You're so right.
He isn't like long speed, straight speed, but he's so super quick. Kind of like Kyler Murray as well. Like the guys that can get down and just jump out of the way, and he just did that the entire way down the field. He just kind of shifted behind lineman and just wasn't seen.
I say TJ is more like Kyler, because Kyler has that once he gets on the edge and turns on the jets.
Yeah, Kyler has
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He is certainly much more patient. The quarterback for James Madison ahead 28-6 here in the second quarter. It most likely will be a running clock toward the third quarter unless ALA can start getting a few more points on the board before halftime. This game's almost looking like the Buena game from last night. We'll talk about that with John during the halftime show. It will be senior night tonight here on this field. Nice toss. Oh, gosh, I thought he was overthrowing number 20. But number 13 was the one who's making the dive. I think both of those players were going into frame. That could have been a nasty collision.
Yeah.
An awful collision.
You got to wonder, what did he just avoid,
Well, thank goodness he did. Mm-hmm. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the James Madison 45-yard line.
So every one of the cheerleaders out here has a mini cheerleader with her. So that's kind of cool.
Quarterback drops back and slips through the hands of number 13. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Dude, that
hit short out. I'm sorry, John, go ahead.
No, hit you in both hands. You got to catch that. I don't care if you're a defensive back.
Yeah, got to come down with it. was not able to do that on that short out route. It probably would not have gotten the first down on the play. It looked like Deontay was there to at least get the receiver pushed out of bounds.
Yeah.
If not tackled right down right there. So it's 3rd and 10 for James Madison, up 28-6 here in the second quarter. Quarterback drops back looking, and he will take off. How many tackles will he break this time? A stiff arm, and he falls forward to, I believe, get the first down. He got just past the 45-yard line of the ALA Guardians, and they will move the chains. And James Madison will call a timeout here in the second quarter, and they lead 28-6. Please be sure to check the post description for all of the sports sponsors that make this coverage possible. And if you have a business and you would like to be a sports sponsor here on Cool FM, or an advertiser regularly for features and different things that are done here on this incredible Disruptor Facebook page for all media in our community and far beyond, you need to send a DM to Todd Ryan, and he will get you the information about what you would like to do as a part of this incredible Facebook channel.
I stole one of these off his desk today. Let's see if it shows up. Nope, it will not show up.
Too dark.
That's why you don't have dark business cards. You can read mine.
That's true, yeah.
You get white ones. Right in black. Oh, man, yeah, but if you want to do business with Cool FM, I'm telling you, this is the best outreach in the community. I think it's the best outreach in all of Cochise County. Like, they reach all the way to Wilcox, all the way to Douglas, Sierra Vista.
Well, worldwide on Facebook, so, I mean, that's the good part. But being able to cover all the different things that are going on in the community, Todd set the standard for what this channel This channel is often impersonated but never duplicated. It's Cool FM Live. 1st down and 10 as the quarterback breaks a few more tackles. Does not go down. Stays up and stays hustling around the far side now. Looking for a block. Gets one, but gets all the way down to about the 25-yard line.
That was a cool play. Put his hand down on the ground so he doesn't lose.
An unreal play.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they used to teach us when I was a running back. They were always like, okay, we're going to knock you down and you land on a hand. And you land on a hand, we would do bear crawls. So you use your arms as much as possible and you get used to like either stiff arming or impact.
Would not surprise me if this team does drills exactly like that. It's 1st and 10 for James Madison. Quarterback looking, throwing smoothly. The out route just not there. Deontay covering. Just off the fingertips of number 13 for James Madison. That incomplete pass will stop the clock here in the second quarter. It is 28-6. James Madison. As they line up for 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the 26-yard line, maybe 27-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun, flanked by one of his backs.
Whoa.
Tosses it all the way. Wow, overthrows. We've seen so many overthrows by this quarterback tonight. I'm not sure if he's expecting his receivers to have been further downfield or if he's just not getting enough air under the ball.
Yeah.
He's throwing some lasers.
Yeah, he's got a strong arm for sure.
So the defense needs some love from the community here as the sign flips to 3rd down.
All right. Do you think they're going to run? They're a strong running team for sure, so I'm kind of expecting a run.
Last time it was 3rd down and 10. The quarterback kept it and took off. Instead, they hand off to the running back, looking to get pulled down, wrangled down by Deontay. It will be 4th down, but it was a big gain of about 8 yards on the play. It will be 4th and 2.
Touchdown saving play. That'll be 4th and 2. Let's go, Guardians.
So the Guardians defense can hold James Madison here in the second quarter before half. That would be a huge shot in the arm for this defense and get them off the field and get the offense back on, even though most players go both ways. So I guess it really doesn't matter. But at least having the mentality of doing that. It's 4th down and a long 2. The quarterback, cool as the other side of the pillow, fakes the handoff, keeps it around the right-hand side, bowls over one of the ALA defenders for a 1st down. The 4th down conversion for James Madison moves the chains, and it will be 1st and 10 with the ball spotted at about the 14-yard line.
That play-action play had me fooled. I was going with the running back on that one. My eyes were totally fooled.
James Madison looking to add to their 28-6 lead and make it a running clock coming out of the half. The quarterback takes the snap, looking, tossing, a soft toss to the end zone, caught in the corner, touchdown, James Madison.
Yeah. That's exactly, it was a perfect, nice soft toss. You're not going to throw a bullet in there and have the chance of it bouncing off his chest or whatever. That was the easiest throw you could ever throw.
Well, he gave enough air under it where the receiver could get to it in time. It is 34-6 as James Madison lines up for another 2-point conversion. They're set. Number 13, who just caught the touchdown, moves into motion to the right side. Quarterback standing, shifting to his right, and a wide open number 22. The touchdown, but the 2-point conversion is good, and that will make it 38-6.
I couldn't figure out where he came from on that one.
Yeah, I don't know how he slipped through, or was he on the far side, or was he on the near side?
I'll bet he was the tight end on the near side, and as they flooded the left side with receivers, he kind of leaked out the backside.
I'm sorry, 36-6, not 38-6. So all seniors will be recognized at senior night tonight. So it'll be an extended halftime that we'll show you here. So if you're a parent or grandparent not able to make it here tonight, we're glad to be showing you this. Be sure to tag your family members if you have family from American Leadership Academy or from James Madison. By all means, we're excited to see your team tonight. Your team is very, very good.
Yes.
And they're doing some work here tonight. 36-6.
I love watching good football, no matter what the level is,
Well, and this was a sustained drive all the way down the field, marked back by a few penalties, and they were able to actually move the ball consistently down the field rather than having this big chunk play. They didn't have chunk plays on that drive. The ball got blown off of the tee.
Now, what I'm also seeing is people are bringing food into the stands.
Yeah, the Snack Shack is open.
Oh, the Snack Shack is open.
Snack Shack is open tonight.
Oh, my
here
gosh.
at Keith Hampton Memorial Field.
Get your food.
Go get some nachos with jalapenos. That ball goes straight up in the air.
What was that?
Well, it's because it was they had to hold it. They had to have a holder for it. But on the bounce, Deontay gets it.
That ball went straight up in the air. I mean, that was a talented kick. That would be like the craziest onside kick. Kicking it that high on purpose,
It was a tough hit on Deontay as he goes down again. He's been taking a lot of punishment tonight from this James Madison team.
He's also been giving it out. The guys on defense they are susceptible to hits too, of course, but people always act like the guys on defense, when they come from offense, all of a sudden they're invincible. But the reality is you're putting licks on people, but you're receiving licks even when you're dishing it out. I mean, I've seen people break an arm when they're tackling someone. You're putting that hammer on someone, and you break a bone. That's the way it goes.
So Deontay's sitting up right now, and he is getting up under his own power. So good job by Deontay holding on to that ball. So ALA should have one last possession before halftime.
1st and 10, ALA from the 41-yard line.
It is a chilly night here in Sierra Vista. The temperature dropping a little bit further. I don't know if it's a night where you need to cover the plants, but make sure your pets are inside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, cover the water hoses on your house.
That is coming from a real estate expert, John Berger.
Yes, sir.
Who we love and trust with our real estate needs.
One that lived in
Long Realty
in a winter cabin for a while.
TJ under center with a handoff to the tailback. Shags one, tackle two,
nice.
3, 4, and takes a nice run up that sideline. And I guess that was a face mask. You can't do that.
If I had eyes that good, I probably would have called it too.
Well, he's on the ground too. He's on ground level calling the plays. I mean, so they're going to move the chains, which is positive for the Guardians. Adding to that big play, a nice hard-fought run by ALA, sitting at 3-3 here in this CAA Canyon Athletic Association Division I. This is their last game of the year. Is it their last game in the CAA? That's a question that we're going to have answered here over the course of the next few months.
I'm so excited about that too.
Well, I hope Tombstone's excited. I hope Bisbee's excited. I hope Benson and Wilcox are excited.
The local
potential.
Yeah, the local rivalries are what I love so much.
Handoff to the tailback who gets taken down.
Gang tackle.
Michael Trujillo was on that carry. And Trujillo ended up going down, so gain of none. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
What was Hartley dressed up as for?
Harley was dressed up as a Cardinals fan for Halloween. He had the shirt
you
that
punished him?
Oh, stop it. They lead the NFC West, by the way.
Oh, my
leading
God.
over your Seattle I'm sorry, I can't even say the name. Ball dropped, but recovered by ALA. My goodness. On a 2nd and 10, that'll make it 3rd and very long. A difficult situation for ALA, digging a hole even deeper that they're in, down by 30 points. It's 36-6 here just before halftime. This should be the last drive before the half, I would assume.
Yeah, I assume so.
We don't have the exact time that's left because there is not an official game clock here at Keith Hampton Memorial Field.
So the coaches are standing right up against that line. It's so hard for me to figure out if they're on the field or not. But
I know, it looks like they are, huh, when you're seeing it like that. But remember, the sidelines are in by 5 yards on each side, so they are not standing on the field. That is actually the out-of-bounds line that they're standing behind. TJ takes the ball, looking, nobody open, makes the... Oh, there was a wide-open Deontay. If TJ would have been able to get it thrown, that could have been something special. But when you throw a pick six, is that in the back of your head as you're rolling out, thinking, if I throw this, is it going to hurt my numbers again?
Oh, it's not even numbers. It's like when I played last time I ever played quarterback. You want to hear this story? I threw 4 interceptions in one game, and I quit playing quarterback. I was like, okay, I'm a running back now, guys. I hated that. That was the last time, and I always thought I'd be an okay quarterback. I got a good arm. Nope. The interceptions add up in your head.
Well, it is something that you got to just shake off. You got to be a goldfish.
Oh man, that's not what I am. I can't remember.
Drops back, tosses it high up in the air.
Oh.
Chase Sellers looked to be there, but there were 2 defenders, and that was 4th down. So James Madison will get the ball back before the end of this half.
Wow.
Dangerous play, but if you're going to throw it deep, may as well just go for the gusto. Ball dropped down in between 3 players, 1 Guardian and 2 James Madison players.
Looks like they're running an I formation out here.
So TJ hustles off the field as the defense goes back out for the Guardians. 36-6, James Madison in complete control of this game. It should be a running clock right as the 3rd quarter starts. The quarterback rolls, tosses, just over the head.
Jeez.
Michael Trujillo, I think he might have gotten a hand on it to be able to deflect the ball just enough, because that would have gone for 6 more.
He had a step. I'm actually...
But I'm proud of Trujillo for going for the ball.
Absolutely.
At this point, you got to go for that ball. You got to knock it out every opportunity you can. You got to try to pick it off every opportunity you can. When you're down by 30 points before halftime.
If you block a kick, you don't dive on it. You try and pick it up and take it into the end zone. This is when football can kind of be fun. You can be a little bit ridiculous. Call a crazy play like a hook and ladder or something.
Why not open up the playbook and let it fly? Number 45, keeping driving those legs. My goodness. It's a Tom Rathman style run. Look at me using some 1990s 49ers dynasty team
Rathman was like a beast. 88.
I did that just for John.
I know, man. That gets my goosebumps popping up, man. I love the 80s references. You got Brett Clark, the tight end. You got Joe Montana.
On 3rd and 7, the quarterback gets tackled, but pushes himself forward, rolls over the ALA defenders, gets the ball just shy of midfield, and it will be a first down for James Madison. And we will be back out on this field tomorrow night for the Coronado Athletic Club.
Oh, the soccer game.
Yeah, soccer's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, free admission. We encourage you to come on out and support our local semi-pro soccer team. The quarterback throwing, unloading, and out of bounds.
I mean, he can chuck the ball.
Yeah. I had some air under it that time.
Yeah.
Rather than having it be overthrown. It wasn't overthrown that time for sure. It was just not the right spot of the pass.
It's a really hard thing for quarterbacks to learn touch passes and timing passes. I've learned that's how I didn't have a very strong arm, and I kind of started with the touch passes and the leading passes. And so when I watch some of these guys that have rockets for arms, I'm jealous. But I'm also like, oh, you're not throwing an easy ball to catch. Wow.
Not letting go.
Good gravy.
John Krause.
He's not going.
Yeah, John Krause had that jersey, but the guy kept driving his legs for James Madison and got away. And then it took another 7 guys to bring him down. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5.
That's an instance where you want a short guy doing the tackle because they can lift the dude off the ground, hopefully, the first guy in there. You want them lifting him off the ground so everybody else can knock him down.
Well, and try to go for the ball, too. I mean, really be a ball hawk.
He holds the ball so far out there.
And there's the quarterback getting wrangled down. Another first down for James Madison.
Yeah, so he's holding the ball out here. He is a like that is just waiting for the fumble. He's holding it like a loaf of bread. That's what my coach always said. I don't know. I hold the loaf of bread a little bit different. I'm a little more careful.
I hold a loaf of bread by the end of the bag. Yeah. I mean, that's how I hold a loaf of bread. I don't know. Have I been doing it wrong all these years? I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I've been holding a loaf of bread incorrectly. I didn't see that tutorial on YouTube. The quarterback rolls to his left, now comes back up. Ball is so out, just tap his hand.
Gosh.
Unfortunately, not able to do that.
Oh my gosh.
Cutting back, cutting forward. Cutting to the side, still not down, and finally tackled inside the 20. James Madison gets in to the red zone as they move the chains again. John.
He's got that ball out. He's using it for balance. So you'll see people as they run, sometimes they stick their arms out as they're getting hit. And that's what's happening to him. And that's actually a big problem with running backs is not learning how to hold it high and tight like you were talking about earlier.
Well, he's got it down, throws it up. He caught that.
He did.
He caught that ball. That is a
my
touchdown.
Gosh.
Is that a touchdown or was he down at the 1?
No,
They're saying he was down inside the 1-yard line.
Wow.
And they are lining up in a hurry because the clock is running.
Yep.
You got to assume that we are seconds away from halftime. So much confusion. I don't know if James Madison brought in a player, they need to allow enough time for ALA to bring a player in as well. And so that was a false start. So it'll be 1st and goal now from the 6.
Brutal. I mean, they were on the goal line right there, and now they're
and they lined up, and I thought they were getting ready to do it. I mean, I wasn't sure if that. First of all, let's go back to that catch. That catch in between 2 defenders to have the concentration and the focus to haul it in and then try to get across the line, but his knee went down at the 1. The false start backs it up to the 6. The quarterback rolling to his right.
Him.
Somehow zigs, zags, and still moving forward. I think they're going to mark him down. Now he's back down inside the 1. He reached his hands out over the goal line, outstretched after his butt went down because he came down on his backside.
Yeah. We got to get some, grip drills or something like that. We got to,
So they line up quick. The quarterback getting rushed by Kraus, but rolls out and finds the receiver standing right there. Another touchdown for James Madison. 42-6.
Well, it's running clock.
Remind all the seniors that are supposed to walk with their parents, the senior athletes, please go down
Man.
to the track.
Not the way that the Guardians wanted this night to go. Their final night of this football season. But again, you face a 7-0 team. You get an idea as the 2-point conversion made easily. So it's 44-6. And once we get into the third quarter, it will certainly be a running clock at that point. In the meantime, thank you to all the sponsors that make this coverage possible. I don't know how they got that ball down there so quickly. And they know how much time is left. They're able to ask the official. And I don't know if there will be time for the Guardians to get a few plays off or just try to do a Hail Mary play. We know that the Chicago Bears fans like Sheriff Mark Daniels know that Hail Marys still work.
Oh my gosh, those Bears fans take so much punishment. I mean, mentally. You know, the Cubs had it forever. Now the Bears. Oh my gosh. And who did they lose to in the Super Bowl? Was that Peyton Manning and the Broncos? Or
no, the Peyton Manning and the Broncos ended up beating Cam Newton and the Panthers.
That's what it was.
But the Bears lost to
it wasn't
to
Seattle.
I think it was the Colts with Manning.
Colts with Manning. That's right. I knew it was a Manning. Or I thought it was.
Yeah, it was Peyton's first Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts, I believe.
Yeah.
And that was the first Super Bowl where two African-American coaches were against each other.
Really? Dungy
and Lovie Smith.
Oh, yeah. I liked Lovie Smith. I can't believe they made it to the Super Bowl that year. Holy smokes. I would have guessed that Green Bay. Why are we talking about? I don't know. What am I talking about? A football game that was played 10 years ago.
More closer to 20, but
yeah, I know.
At this point.
I was working at a church in Kirkland, Washington at the time when that happened. No, I was on a cruise ship because I lost $1,000. I bet $1,000 on that stupid game, yeah. But I had it in my pocket, so oh well.
Always bet responsibly. Hashtag.
Yeah, don't bet at all. How about
always
that?
bet responsibly. This game not on any of your fantasy picks or anything like that. Any of those?
I'm a fantasy master. That's the thing, is like, you don't want to play fantasy football with me, but I don't want to play fantasy football anymore. Like, I will look at stats all day until I figure out who the next guy is.
I get so many invitations every year from friends who are into it. But my excuse was, look, I root for the Cardinals, and I go to their games. now that my 7 years are up for doing that, there we go. There's the toss. It's got to be the end of the half. Dropped. That was probably a wise move, actually, just to drop it, because that is the half. So we go into the half. James Madison, 44. The American Leadership Academy Guardians, 6. You can see the frustration on the sideline of ALA. This is not how they wanted it to go, but we will have a running clock. It is senior night here, so they have a seat on the near bleachers as the players and their families, the seniors of all the fall sports, will be recognized tonight. So it'll be an extended halftime show here, giving us a chance to talk about other Super Bowls that happened over 2 decades ago.
Oh, yeah.
This is my type of thing. Stop it. We're not doing that, John. You have your own show with Jared. You can do that there. We don't do that.
John Cast is all about former games. It has to be at least 20 years ago.
And your fantasy teams.
Yeah, all my fantasy teams. If you want to hear about what else happened in my life after college and before a real good job, let me tell you.
Well, thank you so much to the sponsors who've made this coverage possible. Over the course of this first half, ALA had one score. It was a 59-yard run by TJ Lee, a scramble that ended up going to the house, and glad that they got something on the board. But in the meantime, we want to thank SSVEC. Thank you so much to the Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, The Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty, Grasshopper Landscaping, Ginger's Title Services, the Sierra Vista Medical Group, Barnett's Towing and Propane, and Copper Queen Community Hospital. Our sponsors for this game, you can see them all in the post description. As you see, looks like some of the athletes lining up, or the cheer team lining up, the spirit team here at ALA. They've been keeping this crowd pumped all night long.
My mom gave me the option.
Doing a great job as they head out to the field.
Look how
you see the crowd.
Yeah.
This is it is a full house.
Yeah.
Here, at least on this side. And this side of the 50 is full, and it looks great. So the cheerleaders, I believe what they'll form is like a little wall on each side. So the players of the fall sports, the seniors of the fall sports, will walk the 50-yard line. As you see, the cheerleaders should be flanked. Oh, are they going to stand all the way across and do? Oh, they're going to do a halftime show for us.
Wow!
I thought they were gonna form that aisleway for the seniors and their parents to walk through. But the cheer team is out there, and we'll see what they're able to do. This is great watching these young ladies out here. The varsity cheer team in their ALA color outfits, and then you have the junior cheerleaders. Those are the elementary school and some possibly middle school young ladies out on the field right now. Leave them some love in the live chat. As you see, all the parents are lined up. Oh my gosh. Why did they go all the way out to midfield? They should have come closer. They're so far away.
I know. That's cool.
Yeah, fun routine.
Yeah.
As you see the young girls out there getting to play with the big kids.
Yeah.
And, you know, these are the kids that they will see, that they will grow into at American Leadership Academy.
Yeah, and the people in the stands love this, so that's great.
Yeah, all the phones are out.
Well,
I mean, my gosh, the whole front right here. Look at this. Check this out. They're all lined up as far in the front as you could possibly get.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
And now there's another cheer team coming on.
Cheer team 2.
So we got 2 different teams. This is great. 2 different routines. Well, that's actually something good, because you can do 2 different routines, and that way you don't have to make the littles end up having to memorize 2 routines. You just have half of them do one and the other half do the other.
Yeah.
Really encouraging them and getting them to learn. What's kind of funny is that even during that song, as the song was playing, you could still hear the defensive coordinator yelling at
I know.
at the ALA team.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, it's a tough day at the office for ALA. Their final game of this year. They were playing for a playoff spot last week in Yuma, came up a little bit short against Harvest Prep, which knocked them out of playoff contention. So tonight was just going to be about pride as we led off this broadcast with talking about that aspect. And I still think this team has a lot to be proud of. Just think of the obstacles that they have overcome. Not even having a home field. Their home field is not built yet.
Yep.
Well, let's enjoy this cheer by these young... Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Are they going to do... Oh, they're going to do some stunts here. Here we go. Look at that.
Kids doing all those crazy stunts. That's great.
That's fantastic. Again, all the parents with all the cameras. Oh, great job. What a fun little routine there by the ALA cheer team with the junior cheer team and the varsity cheer team out there. What a great job.
That's how you make sure the community is a part of things, you know?
Yeah.
You bring out the kids, and all of these kids are going to that school already, so they're mini cheerleaders for their own school. They will be cheerleaders at their school at one point.
Oh, without a doubt. And now we got the varsity cheer team out here. It's great to see their routine. Let's see what they're able to come up with. I'm wondering how many of these athletes are part of the SV Elite Cheer Academy. I've emceed many events for them. I got to MC the cheerleading championships one year, which was a heck of a lot of fun. It was hosted here at Buena High School one year. Here we go. Nice pyramid. Toss up, great catches by all three as they spread out and start to do some acrobatics. The backflips, and from the back, the pyramid comes down perfectly. Very well done by the ALA varsity cheer. That is encouraging all the littles, all the young cheerleaders who are in elementary school and middle school.
I'd like to say thank you to our seniors and their families for all the hard work.
Oh, I thought they were going to actually have.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they are, because they're out here on the side. So they might still do some senior night festivities. So all the seniors at ALA coming over
First, we would like to recognize
for the fall sports.
Joyce McGrew and her family, her dad, Jamin McGrew. Joyce's goals for the future are to become a marine biologist that specializes in
That microphone cut out at a weird time. Said to be a Marine. I was like, oh wow, she's great.
She's an animal, I'm telling you. Well, welcome to the show, Jared.
Hello there. Coach Jared Young hanging out with us up here now. After a rough first half for ALA, this James Madison team is they're 7-0, obviously, and going to finish their season 8-0, going into the playoffs. They're kind of doing what Berean did last year in the CAA. So I want to imagine in my head, I want a fantasy book what Berean last year would have been versus James Madison this year.
Yeah.
And how would that have played out? I need to ask some AI chatbot to play that game for me and then watch it or read it.
Green was crazy last year. I think they're.
supported by her mom and dad, stepdad and stepmom. Her goals for the future.
There they are, waving.
College.
Give them some love, the seniors, for the fall sports
Her favorite.
for American Leadership Academy.
Her first cross country race. Let's hear it for Hannah.
As you see them lined up here on the track in front of us.
Yeah,
I believe that's Dr. Trujillo down there. That's my wife's boss at Pueblo del Sol Dental, or one of my wife's co-workers and the dentist there, Dr. Tony Trujillo.
We want to recognize next Gabby Trujillo.
There's his daughter, Gabby.
Who is 13 at today cross country. Let's hear it for Gabby. Escorted by her mother and father, siblings Bella and Isaiah. Her goals for the future are to serve a full-time 18-month mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then she plans to attend school to become an orthodontist.
Who would have thought?
That's great.
Her favorite moment of ALA sports was the feeling after finishing her first cross-country race.
First cross-country race is what they're trying to say
Her
here.
advice
I
to her
can
teammates are be patient and keep pushing yourself.
I can translate.
It would be work if it was easy. Let's hear it for Gabby.
Great job, Gabby Trujillo.
Next we have Michaela Norris, volleyball. She's escorted by her mom, Patricia. Her goals for the future are to go to ASU, play volleyball, and become a social worker.
All right.
That's an amazing career goal, to become a social worker. That's a heart for people at such a young age, to be able to have that as your life's ambition. There's something special about that young lady.
I've interviewed some of these young ladies, not at this school, but like some of them are nurses at like Buena and all their schools. Like they're actually, the young people in this community are actually getting real jobs while they're still
Tatum
in high school.
Johnson's going to be a lawyer, family
Oh
lawyer.
yeah,
remember?
Tatum Johnson, that's right, that cheerleader from Buena.
Chase Sellers. Chase Sellers now being recognized on the end.
For your ALA Guardians, he's escorted by his mom, Jessica, brother Cole, and girlfriend Sarah Bowden. His goals for the future are to go to college and compete in the World's Rugby League. Favorite moment of his career, getting his first touchdown in ALA Vista history.
That is true. He will always hold that record. Chase Sellers being the very first touchdown in the history of American Leadership Academy. That senior will carry that with him wherever he goes, knowing
That's
that he was the very first.
Let's hear it for Chase.
Yeah, as this community grows, that's a record that never goes away, is when you're the first to do anything.
This historic fall sports season, these are the seniors and their families for American Leadership Academy, the amazing futures that are in store, and the amazing future for ALA as this senior class for fall sports moves on. It will be time for those freshmen, sophomore, and juniors to step up. The concessions are donation only? Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's nice.
That's kind of crazy.
The nachos are on hold. They were a 30-minute wait on the nachos.
They have chili down there, they just said. So there's exactly, you want some chili? I mean, I love something warm.
Dude, that might be the way to go.
You can't go wrong with Wendy's chili.
Or Culver's chili.
Or Culver's.
Oh, Culver's chili.
Hey, have you guys been to they just opened, the Popeyes? Have you guys been there yet?
No, tell me.
I haven't either. I drove by there, but I was talking to one of the Sheriff's Assist team members who he said the Lions were crazy, but he really loves Popeyes. And I thought, well, that's great. Another new business here in town, a great chain that's recognized nationwide, and having it here. I just don't know what to order there. I mean, it's probably as close as our town will ever come to a Chick-fil-A, so it's like we may as well enjoy it. And really,
like your chicken spicy.
Is that what it is? It's more known for being a little spicy, like a Cajun style spice.
Yeah, you got original recipe, you got medium. Then you got smack you in the face.
Oh gosh! Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle slap you in the face. I'm not sure.
They got one kind of chicken that's like bright orange, but it's not like a wet rub. It's a dry rub, but it's super spicy. It's really good.
I'll have to try that out.
They got pretty cool sweet treats too. They have like a strawberry biscuit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's weird strawberry biscuits for.
Is that a Southern company? That sounds like a Southern.
It's Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Louisiana-based. Yeah.
Same place as the other chicken finger place, Raising Cane's.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Started at LSU.
Raising Cane's
out of
is
a
pretty good.
food truck.
Well, we see Raising Cane's in the Tucson area and Phoenix area. Might not be
We'll have
long
one
until they
soon.
come down here. Exactly.
Probably have one
But they
down
probably
here.
follow each other. These competitors in these food franchises.
Yeah.
They'll chase each other down. It is 44-6. It will be a running clock in the third and fourth quarter, no doubt. And that will be for the benefit of all of us because the temperatures will continue to drop. And the wind continues to blow.
It's not letting up.
Hey, guys, talk to us about the game last night. Come on a little bit
Yeah,
closer
yeah.
to the microphone here at Buena High School.
So, where do we start? But
The score was
49-0.
Yeah.
But it was expected, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, again, you have a very solid Buena team facing off against a team that was a little bit weaker in their own division. Will there be any PowerPoint movement, or will it even matter? Because it appears as if Buena might end up getting, for the first time in decades, a home playoff game. Jared.
So, I think the only thing that can help with that predicament right now would be a Ironwood Ridge win next week and a Tucson High loss.
Okay, so that could help
and
shift
then
things
us
around.
beating Cienega.
Yeah.
Which should be able to happen. And they're going to bring everything
Will it be at
they
home
have.
or will it be away?
We're home.
Okay.
Senior night.
Oh, okay.
So there'll be a lot
That's
going
right.
on
Yeah,
there.
we're going to interview the seniors.
So
So you
I would
don't
have
think
to
if-
say
You don't think if
I think we'll be at a
Tucson
6 seed,
Okay.
probably around a 6
So you're going to be
seed.
playing a 14 or something like
Yeah,
that.
6
and
to a 14 or a 6 to a
6 to
13.
12 or 13, yeah. And that would definitely work in Buena's favor, and then having the home crowd out. When was do we even know when the last
I was
time?
asking my mom, and she's a graduate of 74, and she said, I don't remember us.
I mean,
hosting."
Truman had to have done.
Yeah, that was one.
Had to have had
probably
a home
late,
game. Where's
late
Moselle?
70s.
Let's talk to Moselle.
Hey, Moselle, yeah, where you at? You watching this game? Come on.
I haven't even thought of that guy
Respond in the
forever.
comments.
Oh, Moselle Williams, a superstar running back
That
for
was
Buena back in the day.
Mayor McCaw's team, too.
The 84 team, yeah.
So they wouldn't. They didn't host, but they went.
Yeah.
To the playoffs. They played Marana, and he talked about this on our show a while back. That when they played Marana, Coach Williamson came out to the Eye of the Tiger at Marana High School. They're the Tigers.
Yeah.
So he comes out with the Eye of the Tiger blaring on the speakers in the stadium.
Only
It was
Truman.
Like, oh man,
Dude, I'm telling you,
Truman Williamson.
no matter who
God love him.
no matter who that music is being played for, it jacks me up every time. Like I get so pumped for
Remember
that.
you
Yeah, let us
saying
know in the
that.
live chat. What is your favorite go-to pump-up music?
Oh, yeah.
For if you played sports back in the day. I remember, of course, Welcome to the Jungle being very popular in that genre. It still is today, you know. And just like Eye of the Tiger still holds up today.
yeah.
St. David plays that all the time. They're the home of the Tigers, so St. David, they're state champion girls basketball team, girls varsity basketball at St. David. They ended up that we got to go see. They ended up coming out to that song every single night.
That's so cool.
So it is the kickoff of the third quarter. The squib kick going all the way back to the quarterback, number 1, who picks it up
Oh
and
my
has been able
gosh.
to dodge people. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a person.
Oh, he's
This
dodging
is-
bullets.
This is ridiculous.
What
He
the
does
heck?
not go down. How on earth does someone who seems to be moving so slowly from our vantage point not go down, but gets it into ALA territory? It will be 1st and 10 with the ball spotted at the ALA 48. They are down 44-6. And a running clock. The only thing that will stop a clock is an injury or a timeout, as we will blow through the next 12 minutes of the third quarter. That should take us close to the top of the hour, which means this game should end mercifully, probably around 8:15.
Wow.
Arizona time. Remember, don't set your clocks back tonight. It is just let the rest of the country, let all those dummies do that.
Let everybody else do it.
Handoff going around the far side. Cutting up, now back in and rolling it down, stumbling, bumbling, getting tackled and getting hit, but pushing beyond the chains, the line to gain, as it is another first down.
When I lived in California a while back, we voted out daylight savings so that we were supposed to be just like Arizona, right? And they still wouldn't let us go to day. It was fully voted through. Anyway.
I want to stay on West Coast time. I like Pacific time.
No, I love it.
All the football games are earlier, and my goodness, that quarterback, there he goes, through everybody,
What the
cutting
heck?
through them. A hot knife through butter, and it is another touchdown for James Madison.
Wow. I mean, it's like,
They've hit the 5-0. It is 50-6.
I mean, they greased him up or something. Like, I don't understand how. It's just arm tackling is what it looks like, you know? Like, he's running past people. It looks like they're playing two-hand touch.
Well, they need to be going for that ball. I mean, at this
Yeah.
point, just try to knock the ball out.
Yeah, exactly.
I can understand if they're arm tackling here.
And he holds the ball so far out. Just pop
he
that
is
thing.
popping it around like a bread.
Yeah.
Loaf of bread.
That's a loaf of bread thing is from Walter Payton, apparently. So that's
I
where my
remember when
coach
he used to go
Dude, he would
over
hold
people like that.
He would hold the ball with both tips out, and you just run
but-
like a baton.
But he was Walter Payton.
Well, he could
is the
hold
goat.
he could hold me like a football. That's how
True.
strong he was. Like
Sweetness.
They said his grip was so strong you couldn't pull that away from
Rest
him.
in peace.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetness, yeah.
Sweetness
could-
was the man.
He could stiff arm with a football. That's how tough he was.
Looks like a lot of coaches are over on a player for ALA who is on that very far sideline by the far front pylon at the goal line. Not sure if he was diving for a tackle and just ended up getting a foot kicked in the wrong spot or what is going on, but it looks like one of those jokes where, you know, how many head coaches does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Well, I was gonna
I don't
say.
know. I mean, not laughing at the injury. I mean,
No,
obviously,
right.
We're hoping that it's not serious. There hasn't been a serious injury tonight, and we're grateful for that.
Well, I always like seeing the chain gang trying to do CPR with the tip of that thing. I'm like, okay, well, that's when they're real serious, when they start hitting the kid with the stick.
Well, we certainly hope that isn't the case here, John. That's a very macabre way to look at this. That just turned this game sour.
Kicker from Bueno.
Is that?
Salad.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, there's actually high school students from other schools here tonight. Oh, man. He's limping. That looks like an ankle, though, not a knee. So he'll get over that. Last game of the season.
Under the Saturday Night Lights, it is the season finale of the first season for American Leadership Academy. The ALA Guardians putting together this ragtag team that, quite honestly, a motley crew of young people, young student athletes who've never played, many of them never even put on pads before until this season. And think about the other obstacles that they've faced. They don't even practice at their own school. They had to gear up, take their gear over to Arbin's Field, which is behind the Stone Complex off the Tacoma Street, just down from the city of Sierra Vista.
Great defense by number 1.
Yeah, great job by Lee to be able to break that up. So it keeps the score at 50-6.
And 39 Gabriel Sloan.
Yeah!
Pressure on the quarterback.
But in the meantime, thinking about those obstacles that this team has faced, having to practice away from their field.
There's no question.
Yeah, I mean,
Loading up every single
to
day.
get on a bus to go practice. That would suck so bad.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. And obviously, that'll be different next year when they have their own stadium and they'll have their own practice field and everything like that, which will be amazing. What they're doing out there is incredible. And thinking about the travel for the away games in this Canyon Athletic Association, hey, this is something that Berean had to deal with last year. They ran the table this year, and that was in their second year of existence. This is ALA's first year of existence. Hey, they were 3-3 coming into this game. Most likely finish 3-4 should this game hold. Nice catch by Deontay, again bringing that ball up.
Wow. If you gave him the lateral ability of the other quarterback, he would be Barry Sanders. He's a long striding, fast runner, but he doesn't have a ton of agility.
Barry Sanders, I think the key for him was the low center of gravity. I think that was
5'8". 200 pounds. That's totally true.
And I mean, he was a Heisman winner. I don't want to take anything away from the guy. I don't mean that as a cut on him or
nearly
anything,
40 touchdowns in one season. Imagine scoring 38 touchdowns.
He did that for Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma State, I believe.
OSU, okay. That's right. Yeah, he wasn't a Sooner. He was.
Yeah, his dad. So the thing is his dad was an Oklahoma fan. He wouldn't watch any of his games because he was a fan of the other Oklahoma. What a psycho.
Well, hey.
I know. Well,
getting the ball out over to Deontay, TJ to Deontay. That'll be a gain of about, short out. It'll be 2nd and 8 for ALA as it is a running clock here in the third quarter as ALA is down 50-6.
Who's your favorite defensive player of all time?
Oh, there's so many to choose from.
Oh, yeah.
As Jared kind of peeks his head out like, I'm wondering what Jeff is going to say.
Defensive back or linebacker?
I mean, if I think you should be able to separate it out.
I agree.
I think you could say Deion Sanders is one of the greatest defensive backs, one of the greatest cover corners of all time.
Cover corner, probably number 1. For sure.
He's better than Darrell Revis maybe, and Revis made his bones on being a cover corner.
Island.
Yeah,
and they also played in different time periods.
And we know Richard Sherman was just a side corner. He was not a cover corner.
He was a zone corner.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So he only covered one area, whereas like a Revis, Dion,
covered individuals.
Mm-hmm. My favorite corner of all time is Charles Woodson.
Yeah, that's another Hall of Famer.
Kick returner.
One of the few defensive players to ever win the Heisman.
Yeah, exactly.
Might happen this year again, Travis Hunter.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be crazy?
So 3rd down and 7 for ALA. High pass caught by Deontay. He wrangled it down, gets into James Madison territory. So it will be 4th down and about 3.
5-yard gain. That brings up 4th down and 2.
But to think about the trap, I don't. We could talk about all this stuff. I want to talk about this team. I want to talk about ALA.
The defensive line, actually, on the opposite team, they have held that team. No movement on the offensive line for ALA.
Yeah, there's no chance. Exactly. That's why you got to look for these short passes because there's just no time for TJ to get rid of the ball. It is trips to the near side. You can see them at the bottom of your screen.
Who's on the...
A back in the backfield as well for TJ and shotgun. Looks like they're going to bring the house. My goodness, they're all coming after him.
Whoa.
TJ somehow dodges, but it was 4th down. They had to get 4. They lost 2.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10, James Madison.
And James Madison will start inside ALA territory on that sack.
What a great group of fans hanging out. You know, they're not loud, but they have not left.
Well, there hasn't been much for them to be loud
yeah,
about.
right? Like the one touchdown.
It's not like there's been a lot of bad calls by the refs. I think the game has been called very fairly. I think that's something that we can look at as a positive. And unfortunately, you just run into an unstoppable force like James Madison. James Madison is on course to be the Berean 2.0 of this season. What a nice catch. Yeah. Spinning around, catching it on his back shoulder. Jaden Davis being able to bring it down. The athlete along with Michael Trujillo. Both of them bringing down the James Madison receiver. Here in the third, a running clock. There haven't been any timeouts. We should be about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, by my estimation. The quarterback looking all the way across the field. A great pitch, great catch.
Rolling left, throwing right. That is not easy to do.
So Davis again on another tackle. I say Jaden Davis is my favorite defensive back of all time. That's what I say.
All right. Well, my favorite linebacker, of course, is always Derek Thomas, but alive would be James Harrison.
Stop it. I hate that name.
James Harrison? Oh,
for what he did to my Cardinals in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I know. That was
I will never forgive him.
Oh, my gosh. I thought he was going to pick that.
Wow. Deontay, had he cut that up just a skosh, he's taking a different angle on it.
6'6".
Yeah. And he's fast, too. That's the thing, is if he had gotten that.
Those long legs would have gone to work.
Yeah.
That could have been an 80-yard pick six. Instead, it is 2nd and 10. James Madison leading by a bunch.
Looking left.
And now he'll take off on his own. The speed increases as he does get the first down.
He stepped out and then still looked for contact. Then he ran back inbounds to hit the corner.
Yeah, he's a maniac. That's all right. You know, I mean, those are the kind of players you want to play with.
Like that a few years back. His name was Jared Haymore.
Yeah, that kid.
Jared Haymore was. We called him Honey Badger for a reason.
Yeah, I love players like that.
He would be running down the sideline, see a kid coming at him. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna turn in. I'm not going out of bounds." Wham! Choo choo! See you later.
So James Madison looking, passing across, and it is caught for a touchdown. However, there is a flag on the play.
Good call. Tyrann Matthews, Doss Moving Company's favorite defensive back. I love Honey Badger.
Honey Badger, yeah. The original Honey Badger, Tyrann Matthews.
Oh man, he was so fun to watch.
I mean,
still is.
Yeah, exactly. He's not retired yet.
Yeah, you leave the Chiefs. I mean,
stop.
Come on,
here we go.
You leave the
Jeff,
Cardinals.
will you take this guy's mic away? Good God.
That's why I like hanging out with you guys.
All about the Chiefs.
So an ineligible receiver downfield will negate the touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's got someone coming at him.
TJ
And
Lee.
he got him. Wow.
Made the tackle from behind. The
Nice
first
job, kid.
sack of the night.
Nice job.
Here in the third quarter.
That was a spider monkey tackle. I love that. He hopped on his back and just took him down. All body weight tackle.
Well, a great job by TJ on that play. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 10. The quarterback makes it. Oh,
man.
Pass right through the hands of number 24.
His receivers are not catching that ball. He's throwing good balls as far as I can tell.
I was talking to my friend Mike Patrick before this game. And Mike from Mule Mountain Pest Control here to my right. He
an all-time great wide receiver
at
locally.
High School. Our junior year, breaking all those records. Almost picked off by Trujillo, right through his fingertips. But we talked about this James Madison team, how they literally have maybe 2, possibly 3 real studs, and that's kind of where the balance comes from. And it is time for ALA to make a stand. 4th and goal. Will they be able to stop this behemoth offense that has put up 50 points? We are in the last waning moments of the third quarter. Quarterback rolls to his right, looking, sees him wide open in the end zone.
Oh!
Reaches up high, does double deuce. Number 22 brings down that ball. No flags. It is another touchdown for James Madison, and they lead by 50 here tonight.
Man, I mean, they're on fire. They're throwing incredible balls. They're not getting tackled. They're breaking tackles. Like, that's hard to deal with. I'd say the difference in the game really is the tackling, though, for both teams. Neither team has been incredible at tackling, but breaking tackles, though. This team is really breaking a lot of them.
Well, thank you again to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. You can see them all in the post description. We'll talk about them during the fourth quarter when that clock continues to run in this running clock situation. Tossing out to his left and caught right in the bread basket. Talking about bread.
Yeah.
2-point conversion.
Hungry.
It is 58-6.
That'll be the end of the quarter.
And that mercifully will end the quarter. So we'll keep an eye on the clocks when the fourth quarter officially starts with a kickoff for James Madison to ALA to see what they will do with the limited time that they have in a running clock fourth quarter as there was in the third quarter. Thank you so much to these incredible sponsors that make this coverage possible. We're grateful for Grasshopper Landscaping. Boy, if you want your grass to look this green all year round, you need artificial grass. And, you know, it saves on water, and we are in an area where we do care about that. As well, one of the things that we care about living in Arizona, particularly southern Arizona, is water conservation. So a great way to do that is to have artificial grass put in by Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. Thank you also to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista for your vehicle title registration. All of your vehicle DMV style needs, don't go to the DMV. Go over to Ginger's and go see Jennifer and her staff over there. You will always leave with a smile. They take great care of you, and you get through there quickly. It doesn't matter how long that line is, too. They're not like the bank. When you go to the bank, there's 17 teller lanes, and there's only 2 people working. At Ginger's, they have all their lanes filled with incredible employees who will get you through and get you the answers you need. And it is always a joy to go to Ginger's when you have any DMV need. It appears as if there will not be a kickoff.
I know.
They will just start at the 50-yard line. So no kickoff as ALA is down by 52.
I did not know that.
You do have that option.
Is that the kicking team that gets that option?
Yes.
So TJ looks to throw, ended up coming around. Now around the right side, tosses. Tipped in the air 3 times. And a receiver was open a little bit further downfield. Unfortunately, TJ did not see that receiver. And another almost interception, almost turnover here. So the fourth quarter started at 7:54.
Yeah, so 14 minutes? Or is it 12?
Yeah, 12 minutes. So we'll be over just after 8:06, give or take.
Holy smokes, so we're out of here early. Man.
Well, the game started early. I mean, it's not like the winning games that start at 7,
we're
talking about a game that started at 6:15.
Yeah, well, it's pretty...
Either way, with the clock runs, it's just going to be that way. And I'm sure Buena got done a little bit sooner last night because they had a running clock. So.
Dude, they were out
at 9:20.
Yeah, I was just out early, too.
TJ comes up in the pocket, finds Trujillo, who gets pushed out of bounds.
Out of bounds to the 35 after a nice pass.
Great job by Michael to make that catch. Pushed out of bounds from behind.
About a 15-yard pickup. That brings up a 1st and 10.
That moves the chains. I'm wondering if this is a different defense. I would think that this is a different defense out here for James Madison. However, I am seeing number 1 out on the corner on the near side.
Out there?
So
I guess if you don't have anybody else to back him up, I would take my quarterback out. But, you know...
Hey, this is a good warm-up for... This is their final game of the season.
Yeah.
They want to get their reps in before they go to the playoffs.
Sure, yeah.
And that is something that they're doing. And this is a learning opportunity for ALA. Obviously, getting the chance to not have to receive a kickoff and getting the ball at the 50-yard line. TJ takes the ball from shotgun. Looking to his right the entire way. Launches it up and over Deontay and number 1, the quarterback for James Madison.
Yeah, that was... He's thrown a deep ball, but that one didn't land in the vicinity, unfortunately.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 with the ball spotted at the James Madison 34-yard line.
Okay, dude, thank you so much.
Thanks, brother. Much love, dude.
Yeah, Jared,
Catch you later.
thanks for coming in.
Always appreciate Coach Young hanging out with us, the athletic director at Lehman Academy. So, 2nd and 10. The pitch to Trujillo, going around that left side, and gets tackled down, possibly a gain of 1 or 2.
I like coaches or the PA, public announcer, is giving his opinion. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm into that play, but good.
Yeah, keep it to yourself. Just call what happened.
I think he's the director, isn't he? Like, he can say whatever he wants.
No, it's not. That's not Jeff Baker.
Oh.
I think he's the principal.
Oh.
It's the principal.
Even bigger.
Yeah, exactly. No, we talked to him. He's a very nice guy. Just really congenial, really cordial. He loves these students.
Oh, yeah.
And whether they're athletes or not, he's a part of a
face mask.
Yep, there it is. So wide open play. Oh, Trujillo not able to make the grab. They could have just let the flag go instead. Face mask will make a 1st down for ALA. The ball will continue to move forward on that 3rd and long. They will push it forward to probably about the 20-yard line. As the official makes the official call, face mask against James Madison, that leads by 52 points here in the running clock, 4th quarter. The clock will only stop in the event of an injury or an actual timeout. Wait, it doesn't give him a face mask doesn't give him a 1st down?
I don't know how that works.
How is a face mask a 5-yard penalty?
I know. Well, it's a personal foul, which is a 1st down. That's what I always thought.
I don't think there's automatic 1st downs in high school.
So it's a spot. So it's a spot foul. So I
guess so. That would have been 10 yards from where he was, I guess.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure about that. Either way,
yeah.
TJ flanked by 2 backs in the backfield. Deontay comes into a down formation to block, and they try to get Trujillo around that left side, and there's nothing there.
They might have gotten another face mask.
And they're thinking the ball came out.
Oh, no.
James Madison is saying it's not just loss on the play. They're saying he lost the ball, but it appears as if ALA will retain possession. It will be 4th down. So a loss of about 3 on the play. It will be 4th and 6. Always great to chat with Jared. I've known him for so many years. I mean, since high school, we've known Jared forever.
The cool thing is about you guys is that you guys are all local and you know everything about the local stuff. Whereas I
don't remember anything about back then, man.
You're way better.
I need Chucky to tell me every single play that happened. Yeah, exactly.
I know, that's so sad.
And the thing that bugs me most about this Buena team is that overthrowing.
Man, who's he throwing that there?
Just no chance. Turnover on downs. It is just not the night. For ALA. It will be 1st down. James Madison at the 30-yard line.
I wouldn't be happy if I was the quarterback right now. The number 3 is standing around waving his arms like it was someone else's fault, and maybe he's run the right route and the receiver isn't doing that, but I wouldn't be showing up my quarterback by just standing there and waving my arms like I didn't know it just happened.
Look, it's all frustration.
Yeah,
it's frustration setting in. It's your final game of the season. You got your home crowd here that is kind of slowly migrated out.
Yeah.
And finishing off the rest of their Saturday evening wherever they are heading. Number 1 still there and chucking that ball down.
Intercepted! What?
No, slipped right through the fingers of TJ Lee.
You can't blame that on the quarterback.
Nope.
What the heck?
TJ had
Nobody's
the chance
catching the ball tonight.
at
Either
the
team.
Pick was just not there. Thank you so much to the Sierra Vista Medical Group. Online at svmedicalgroup.org. Thank you, Barnett's Towing and Propane. Copper Queen Community Hospital, SSVEC, Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In. Boy, maybe I'll go by Sonic.
Dude.
Go get some food over there tonight. Big Mike over at All Pro Pest Management. And, of course, the Sherry Ethell Team at Long Realty.
Pass is overthrown.
You can see all of our sponsors in the post description if you or your business would like to be a sponsor of any of the Cool FM live sports features, anything else, or just find a home for some regular advertising for your business. There's no better place. Send a DM to Todd Ryan. Just send it through the Messenger app. Send it to Cool FM, and Todd will see it, and he'll get back to you with all the information you'll need. And hopefully we'll be able to work with you someday, whether it be me, whether it be John or Jared or Todd himself. So,
Man,
that
nice
quarterback,
move.
That quarterback just straight running out of bounds. Doesn't matter.
He's got a great little hesitation move. He's got a great juke move.
Well, because he's cut back so many times, all he has to do is juke, and you think he's going to cut back because he set up the defense that way all night long.
And the thing is he's not losing much speed when he changes direction. Like that's the cool part is he might not be running faster than everybody else, but when he changes direction, nobody else is changing direction as fast as he can.
And he keeps his legs driving as well through the tackles, beyond the tackles, and he's in behind his running back for a quick second there. He was coming in behind him to help push him forward.
Man,
and that is a huge first down by number 45, that fullback.
15 on the play.
For James Madison, moving the chains into ALA territory. A tough way to finish the season that has been so positive for this team. We're so proud of our ALA Guardians.
For the first season, you have to be incredibly
Look, you're
impressed.
playing against an undefeated team that's most likely going to run the table and be the state champs.
Yeah, there is a reality in this world where their very first game they played against Bream, the previous
scrimmage.
year's state champion. And then from there, they went up. They got better and better and better. Not every game they won, but they got better every week. And this is where it's just kind of at the very end of the season, closing it out.
They did stop the clock. I did see an official make a motion to stop the clock, I believe, for a player injury. But we should be very close. We're in the waning moments of this game. James Madison might be able to down it. I'm looking at my watch, and it's 8:05, and to my calculations, it would have been 8:06 that the running clock, had there been no stoppages, would have completely run. Oh, my goodness. What a crow jump there, a crow hop.
I know.
Quarterback keeper.
Someone named that one time. They were actually talking about Walter Payton, and he has that. Someone calls it a pony kick, is what they call it. It's like a false kick where you don't know if they're going to push right or or go straight. So you're kind of getting your feet way out in front or way out horizontally.
And so that's a handoff to the running back.
Gosh, that kid's big.
And ALA is there. It is a swarm team tackle. It takes 4 to bring him down after he gains 5 yards.
Trying to tackle Derrick Henry, man.
Gosh.
Kid, neither of these kids come down on the first contact.
First of all, I can't believe you made a reference of a player of today.
Is he?
That's incredible.
I thought he retired. No.
He's on the Ravens, right?
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew you jokester. Throwing to the far corner, overthrown.
Man.
As they try to get a few more points on the board. Wow, I'm not sure why.
If
the betting line, wanted them to get more points, I don't know if Bet Online AG or MGM Online or Bet MGM.
Young man has some money on the spread here. He's like, no. He's like, we need to go 52.
Yeah, what was the spread on this? Either way, I'm so proud of this ALA team and all the hard work that they've put in over the course of this season. Many of these players, they are going to down the ball right now. Cool. It is the victory formation. The ball is handed back to the official, and that is the end of the game. And we wrap it up here to wrap up this very first season for the ALA Guardians. It's a tough way to end the season for them, but nonetheless, we're so proud of their efforts, proud of the coaches and the coaching staff and the fact that they gave us the tour that they did at their facility when we had our coaches corner with head coach Kraus. And we know there are amazing things in store for this young team over the next few years. They're only having one senior move on. The rest are underclassmen. And they will be back. And they will be better. Will they be in the AIA San Pedro 2A? That will remain to be seen. But in the meantime, thank you so much for allowing us to be in your home along with you tonight on this fine Saturday night here. We are going to sign off from Keith Hampton Memorial Field. Thank you to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Thank you to John Berger for doing all the amazing camera work and helping me with everything that I do here. We'll be back here on this field tomorrow night for the Coronado Athletic Club that will be playing here. It's free admission, so if you want to see some semi-pro soccer, be sure to stop back by tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And thank you to Todd Ryan for coming up with this incredible page. Congratulations to James Madison. They moved to 8-0. Unfortunately, for our ALA Guardians, they fall to 3-4 on this primary season, this beginning season for them. But as John Berger just said, watching them from that team joint practice, the very first time we saw these young student athletes on the field, all the way to tonight, they have improved leaps and bounds. And we are so proud of their hard work over the course of this season, and we recognize that. We love this school, and we look forward to following them many, many years to come. No matter what division they're in, what conference they're in, you know Cool FM Live will be there. Again, have a great night, everybody. Thank you for joining us for all the footage that we've been showing you on Saturday, all throughout this day. Again, thank you to John. And this is Jeff Davenport signing off from Keith Hampton Memorial Field. We wish you a wonderful rest of your evening.